Good morning, the peoples. I had a terrible idea, and I decided to inflict my terrible idea upon the internet. Because why not? Why have a YouTube channel if you're not gonna inflict terrible ideas on people? So there's this website. It's called Sporkle, I think. Sporkle.com. And it's this like weird quiz website. People make quizzes and they put them up. Like, can you name all 50 U.S. states kind of stuff? Can you name every country in Europe? Can you name every movie that won an Oscar? That kind of stuff, right? And I rediscover this site every few years, and I spend a day or two just like doing 100 of these quizzes. And it got shared around again this week, which means I clicked back onto it, and then I found these Final Fantasy maps. So the idea is I have a map of every Final Fantasy game on the screen here, and it should be showing up fine. It should look okay. I kind of did a bad crop job around the edges of it. Probably the Sporkle ads are going to show up in the window at some point, whatever. But the idea is, I think what's going to happen is it's going to tell me the locations, and I have to find on the map where the locations are. So I clicked around the website, and I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of these maps. And you're thinking, oh, for Final Fantasies 1 through 16. No, not quite. So we're going to do Final Fantasy 1 through 12, because after 12, they don't really have world maps anymore in this kind of sense. Like, you couldn't do this with Final Fantasy 15. What are you going to click every single bus stop? And I guess you could. You could click every gas station on the map and just know what they're all called. I guess you could do a world map for 15. I would fail at that. Anyway, some of the early Final Fantasy games have multiple world maps. So I have no idea how hard this is going to be, but I have them all queued up, and we're just going to go through them. And we'll see how I do. Like, this is the world map for Final Fantasy 1, and it gives me a time limit. So I've got 24 locations, and I've got 10 minutes to get all these. And then at the end, I've got another bonus quiz, which I aced 100% when I took it like 4 or 5 years ago. I passed it around on my Discord. Like, hey, how many of you guys can get 100%? I got 100% on this. But when I don't know if I could do it again today. Let me just link the website. In case you guys have never seen this website, it gets passed around on social media all the time. But I'll just go ahead and post the link to the website in the chat. That's the website. It's going to blast your browser with ads. I'm sorry. It's one of those sites. It's not as bad as Fandom. And I have like 30 tabs open, and it's running pretty okay on my old computer. But that's the website. It's got quizzes for absolutely everything. One of my favorite ones is like you have to click where the U.S. states go, but it doesn't show you the borders. You just have to know geographically where they go. I got 100% on that after like 4 tries. But, all right, let's get into this here. Into the world map for Final Fantasy 1. So it wants me to click the Cardia Islands are here. Castle of Ordeals is here. Canaria or Cornelia. I like that it gives me both options for names. Crescent Lake Town is down here at Crescent Lake. Dwarf Cave or Mount Dwergar is over here. Earth Cave. Which game calls it Terra Cavern? Elfheim is down here. Gaia is up here. Mount Glog is down here. The Ice Cave is over here. Fire and Ice right next door. Lufenia is here. We got the Marsh Cave down south. We got Matoria's Cave up north. Melmond over here. Mirage Tower and the Flying Castle. Oasis and the Caravan over here. Onrak is right next door. Provoke, I guess we're going in alphabetical order. I thought we'd go in a random order, but Ryukon Desert, that's down here. That's where you get the airship. Sarda's Cave. The Temple of the Fiends. The Waterfall. Titan's Tunnel. I guess we're not, because Waterfall would come after Titan's Tunnel. Western Keep, or it's actually Northwestern Castle, but it's over here. Boom. 100%, most people get 87. So that's how this is going to go. I feel like there's a couple of, like, we should have had, it should have had, like, the Peninsula of Power on here. I guess that's the only other, like, location you could add. Unless you wanted to have the locations of, like, the bonus dungeons, right? From Dawn of Souls, like, Earthgift is here, and Life Spring Grotto is over here. But we didn't do that, and that's A-okay. So, Final Fantasy 1 is done. And now we've got Final Fantasy 2. So I'm going to go through all of them and see if I can ace all of these. Final Fantasy 2 is going to be tricky because I don't know the game as well. And also because you've got all these little towns right in the beginning of the game. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them that you get to within the first 15 minutes of gameplay. And they all just kind of run together in my head. But we'll see how it goes. So one interesting thing about this map is it is a large central ocean surrounded by land rather than like large land masses surrounded by ocean, which is kind of interesting. But also, I hate this game and it's terrible. Let's play the quiz. So once again, we've got 24 locations. We got to go 10 minutes. Here we go. Altair. Well, Altair is where you start, and that's here. Bafsk. Bafsk is the city. It's up here because Bafsk is the city where you go to, you like infiltrate when you're seeking out the Dreadnought. And I recognize the cave behind it is the Bafsk Cave. Castle Palamecia is down here, but there's two options. I think it's the one in the mountains. Yes, okay. Chocobo Forest is here. The Colosseum is the one you can reach on land. Cyclone. When you enter the Cyclone, you're like it like shows up back here behind this town. I think this is it. I can skip if I need to. Let's see if I can go without skipping. I think that'll make it too easy. That's the Cyclone. Okay, Deist Castle is over here on this little island. Deist Cave is behind it. Dreadnought, well, the battleship like flies around the map, but when you go to it as a dungeon, it's like on this land bridge down here. And I think this must be it. Fynn is the city we get kicked out of in the beginning of the game. Gatria is right next door. Jade Passage and Pandemonium is the final dungeon. That's over here. Kashuan Keep. I've never seen Kassion Keep. I've never seen that before. Mysidia is down here. The Mysidian Cave must be this or this. It must be this. Yeah, there's a cave you go into to find the mask that you use to get into the tower. I think it's here. Mysidian Tower is here. Paloom. Okay, so one of these is Paloom and one of these is Poft. And I don't know which is which. I think Poft is first and then you go to Paloom afterwards. So maybe this is Paloom. I got that wrong. So this must be Poft. All right, fine. We got one wrong. Salamand is the ice city. Summit Falls is the waterfall. The Summit Mine is behind it. Snow Cavern seems obvious on this map. Tropical Island Cave is out here in the middle of nowhere. 96%. Because I got Poft and Paloom mixed up. Well, I have failed in my quests. But you know what? I failed on Final Fantasy 2, so I feel like I feel like if I had got 100% in Final Fantasy 2, that would be bad anyway. All right, here we go. Final Fantasy 3. This is the first world map of five. Yeah, we got some ads sneaking up on the bottom of the screen. Whatever. We just have to deal with it. We have to deal. Roll forward, ever forward. So the problem with Final Fantasy 3 is it also has lots of these little villages that you get to like rapid fire, and none of them matter. Like this village gets destroyed, and then you've got this one over here you go to, and then You can sail around and get to this one. Like, there's just a lot of just villages everywhere. And we're just on the first world map. So we're going to... So 25 locations just on this map. 10 minutes. Here we go. The airship is in this desert. The altar cave. I think this is the altar cave, right? Or is this the altar cave? This must be the altar cave. Yeah. Ancient's village is way over here. Argas Castle is right here. Canaan, that's where Sid lives. It's by the mountain. Cave of Bahamut is over here. Yeah, because you need the Invincible to get in here. Cave of the Seal, it must be this one where you go to fight the Jinn. The Dwarf Cave, one of these is the Dwarf Cave, and one of these is like the dungeon. I think the one in the front is the Dwarf Cave, and then you go back to go into the dungeon. And then, yeah, the Flame Cave is behind it. I know, because on like the tiles for the two cave entrances, they use different tiles, and it always looks so weird. Forest of Healing is over here. Yeah, it's a little, because it's like a free in if you get stuck over here. Yeah. Gisal is this where you buy the Gisal greens. Gurgen Valley is this cave here in these mountains. Hidden Road. That must be this. No, this is the name. This is the name of like a town, of like the little miniature town. Hidden Road. What do they mean, Hidden Road? Could it be this? No, this is the Viking base. Hidden Road. What is Hidden Road? I don't even know what Hidden Road means. I gotta click something though. I can't skip it. Also, they don't have the Chocobo forests marked, which is too bad. What could Hidden Road mean? So, okay, you come into the Forest of Healing, you find a little miniature town, which I think is called Tozas. There's this over here. This, like, lake. No, that's not it. Hidden Road. Because you climb the mountain, Bahamut picks you up, drops you off over here. You eat the miniature bread. And you go through here. Where do you come out? Oh, it's this. It's got to be this. Because you don't come out of a cave. You just kind of pop out in the woods. I'll bet this is it. It's a hidden road because it connects this little village with this exit. Yes. Okay. Hein Castle is like floats around in this desert. Because Hein Castle destroys this little village. Oh. I saw it. There it is. Kazus. Kazus is this, right? It's the ghost town in the beginning. Lake Dull is over here. The Living Forest is down here. That's where the tree ends up when you're done with it. The Nepto Shrine. The road to the summit is this mountain. Sassoon Castle is in the mountains here. Tokkul. One is Tozas and one is Tokkul. I think this is Tokkul and this is Tozas. I'm going to click this. Great. Okay, Tower of Owen is up here. Tozas is down here. Is the city where you start. The Viking base is this here. And we're done. 100%. Boom. Man, that hidden road threw me. But I got there in the end. We got there in the end. 100%. Great. Next map. So now we've got the big boy world map for Final Fantasy III. 19 locations. So technically this map is smaller than the first one. I guess the dungeons are larger in size. Okay, there is a problem here because, again, you've got little villages like this one here, this one here, this one here. And they're just like job villages. Like, oh, we're the village of the bards. We're the village of the summers. And you never go to them for any reason. So I don't really remember what they're called. Because why would you? Why would you remember that? If you think this map looks empty, you should see when you first arrive on this map, it's literally just this and this. That's all there is. There's this island here. Can you guys see my mouse cursor on the screen? Do I have... Yeah, capture cursor. Okay. The floating island here, and you can see the crystal tower kind of poking up, and then there's like this area right here you can go to. That's it. That's the entire map. All right, here we go. 19 locations, 10 minutes. Play quiz. Amur is this town here that you wake up in. So there's ancient ruins and there's an ancient maze. I think this is the ancient maze. This final... Oh, look at that. It highlights the whole thing. The final dungeon area up here. Which means this is the ancient ruins. Or is this... the ancient ruins? Because one of these caves is... Why do you even go to the ancient ruins? I don't remember now. But one of these is where Une sleeps. I think Une sleeps here because it's the easier one to discover. You just kind of like can fly past it and see it there, while the ancient ruins is tucked way back up here in the mountains. Ancient ruins is where you go to get the airship, right? And I was thinking the Temple of Time is where you went to get the airship. I think this is the ruins here. Great. And then the ancient maze is this square. The Cave of Shadows is over here in these weird mountains. Crystal Tower is in the middle. Doga's Manor is here. Doga's Village is down here and requires the submarine. Duster. So Duster is either on this island or it's up here in the north. I think... I don't even know what the other village is called. This is Fargabad, I believe. And Duster is one of these. And when I get to another name I don't recognize, it'll be the other one. Is it the island or is it up north? I'm going to say it's up north. Ah, dang it. We biffed Duster. Well, Fargabad is here. The floating continent is down here. Goldor Manor is across the swamp. Repleto. This must be Repleto. And so it is. Saronia is the big nation state. The Saronia catacombs are down here under the wall. The sunken cave is at Triangle Island. The Temple of Time is in the little cove. Temple of Water is on this mountain. Une's shrine must be this here. Water Cave, Cave of Tides. It's where you go to fight the Kraken. It must be behind the Temple of Water. Yeah, 95%. We biffed Duster, which means we would have probably biffed Repleto if we got it first. Not feeling great about that. I always get, like, these. Why do you ever go to these two towns? Why would you ever? Well, in the DS version, or the 3D version, I guess you call it now, you bards are really, really good. All right. We've got Final Fantasy IV now. Yeah, it was a 50-50 and I biffed it. I also biffed the Paloom Poft 50-50. I'm going to snake this one. Like, this is not going to be no thing. We got this. 21 locations, Final Fantasy IV. Here we go. Adamant Grotto. Boom. Here. Agart is down here. Antlion Cave is up here. Baron Castle is where you start the game. Damcian is up here in the desert. Eblin is down here on the island. Eblana Cave is over here on the shallows. Entrance to the underworld is this big stupid hole. Fabul Castle. Yeah. Kaipo is in the Oasis. Cave of Power? What version calls this the Cave of Power? Mist Cave has 2 exits. Mount Hobbs has 2 exits. Mount Ordeals. Oh, that's not where the entrance to Mount Ordeals is. It's in the middle, not on the side. Well, whatever. Mycedia up here. Silvera or Mithril on the island. Troya up here in the woods. Tower of Babel's down here. Underwater Passage or Watery Pass. Oh, okay, this is tricky because it actually... Look at that. The game considered these two different locations, and I would never have known that if I didn't play the randomizer. So the Watery Pass must be the first part. Village of Mist is down here in the valley. And then the Underground Lake is the second part. And that's a hundo. That's my hundo. I've played this game too much. Next map. All right. Oh, we've got all the ads on screen because these maps are tiny. So we've got Underground and On the Moon. We've got 12 locations in 10 minutes. What is this? Oh, this must be from the advanced version of the game because it marks this dungeon here. All right, fair enough. Let's go. The Cave of Summons, or the Fame Arch, is here. The Dwarf Base is this entrance to the Dwarf Land here. Where's it at? It's got to be this, right? Yeah. Dwarf Castle is next door. The Smithy, down south. The path to the Overworld is this weird-looking hole. The Sealed Cave is in this valley. The Sylvan Cave, up top. Tomra is this village. Tower of Babel is there. Cave of Bahamut is on the moon. The Hummingway Home is down here. Lunar Lair, Crystal Palace. Oh, that's the hundo. It didn't make me do the lunar paths, and it didn't tell me to mark this at all. Fair enough. That was barely a map. Next map, please. All right, here we go. Final Fantasy V, First World. This is Bartz's world in Final Fantasy V. What a stupid-looking map. I've always thought this map looks really, really silly. And they just get, like, progressively sillier as we go. 22 locations, 10 minutes. Ancient Library is down here in these woods. Carwyn is the village you get to after the... Ooh, that must be the ship graveyard. So it's on this little peninsula here. Catapults is the Waterhole. Crescent is the town next door. Easterly is the town in the east. It's actually in the west. Okay. Jacques Hole is down here. I get these two locations mixed up sometimes, but Jacques Hole is the more southern one. The Jacques Hole Cave. Where's... Oh, it must be here. Yeah. I thought the entrance was over here, but okay. Karnak is the town with the wall here. Lix is up here in the mountains. North Mountain is up here in the mountains. The Pirate Cave hideout. Sure. Quicksand Desert is the big location over there. Ruined City and Lanka Ruins Meteor. That's this. The ship graveyard we moused over earlier. Steamship or Fireship. It must be... Ah, okay. So they just kind of plopped it down next to Karnak. They had me highlighting the Karnak wall here. Okay. Torna Canal. Tula is the first village. Tycoon Castle down here. The Tycoon Meteor is blocking the castle. The Wind Shrine up top. And Waltz down here. Waltz Tower should be like right here, right? That's the Waltz Meteor. I've only got one remaining. So they must want me to click the Waltz Meteor here. Oh, okay, so they didn't have me clicking all the meteors. This map didn't have 100% of locations. We also didn't have the Black Chocobo Forest. What else are we missing? I guess that's it. The Black Chocobo Forests and the Meteor. Karnak Meteor. We got 3 of the Meteor. No, we got 2 of the Meteors. Waltz Tower and Waltz Meteor are different locations. Somebody biffed this map. Next map. This is Final Fantasy V World 2. 17 locations. 10 minutes. Okay. Let's do it. Barrier Tower. Ooh. So this is where you enter Barrier Tower, or are they going to count the fleet as a separate location? Yeah, because they've got the Barrier Tower marked. Okay, so we're going to click that. Big bridge, easy enough. Cave of Gold or the Gilgame. That's this optional cave here that you never actually go through. Exdeath's Castle. Guido's Shrine. Kelb Village is blocked in the mountains here. Luger Ruger Village. It's this one up here, isn't it? Where's the action? It's over here. Yeah. Moogle Forests. Over here. Moogle Village. I thought that was Moogle Village. Wait. Oh, is it marking this? Okay, because this is where you... This isn't the village, though. This is just like a random plot of trees where you find the Moogle. I don't feel great about clicking this, but there's no other Moogle area. All right, that must be what they're talking about. All right, Forest of... Oh, no, it doesn't say Forest of Moor. It says Moor Village, which is next door. And then there's Moor Forest. Northern Lake must be this. Yeah, that's where you go and get Catoblepus. Sealed Castle is down here. Surgate Castle. I always get these two castles mixed up, too. It's over here. Val Castle is down south. Valley of the Dragons is in the mountains here. Ziza's Fleet over here. That's a hundo. Man, it's like I played this game a few times or whatever. And then they don't have this tower. So the Fork Tower is not accessible in this world, so we're not marking it. Great. Final Fantasy V World 3. This is the one where I might biff some things. You know what I mean? 26 locations. 10 minutes. Here we go. Ancient Library. Well, we started there last time as well. Crescent is not really a crescent anymore, but that's where it is. The Elder Tree is in here. Oh. No, that's where the Elder Tree is. But it's not clickable. What's this? What's this? Because this is still Moor Village. Moor Forest is gone except for this tree. Did the person who made the map think the Elder Tree was over here? They must have. Because this isn't anything. This is not a location. This location should be over here at this tree. I'm going to click it. I'm going to click it. All right, so the map maker just made a mistake. Fair enough. Fork Tower. Eastern, which you can't actually... Oh, wait a minute. Is it asking... The village is still on the map, even though the village is not visitable in World 3. You can't physically reach the village. But is it asking for the falls? Oh, it's unclear what it's asking for here. It must want... Well, because the village is still here. I'm going to click the falls, because it says falls. And there it says village. Okay. But the village should not be markable on this map. You can't actually get to that village in World 3. Jacol is still there. Jacol Cave is still there. Karnak Castle is still up here. Kvelb is still over here. Lugaruger still over here. Mirage Village is down in south. Moor, North Mountain, surrounded by mountains. Phoenix Tower, surrounded by desert. The Pirate Cave is still in this spot, even though there's no water around it anymore. The Pyramid is in the other desert. The Sealed Castle, that's Tula. Here's the Sealed Castle. Solitary Island Temple. What is Solitary Island? Does it mean the Wind Shrine? Or the... No, the Wind Shrine's still up here. Does it mean this? There's no other islands you go to in World 3. It must mean this. It must. But I don't remember it being called that in any version of the game that I'm aware of. I'm going to click it. I'm going to click it. I had my eyes closed. Did it work? Oh, it worked. Okay. Surgate is by the library now. Tula is still over here. Tycoon Castle. So this is pre the Void opening. Vol's down here. The Dragon Valley is still over here. The Wind Shrine is still visitable. Waltz is another unvisitable location in World 3. You can't get there. And it didn't have me click on Licks. Licks is also an unvisitable location in World 3, but because these places all get destroyed. All right, so we stumbled a bit making this map. Whoever made it didn't have all their ducks in a row, but I swerved around them. All right, next map. Final Fantasy VI, World of Balance. Albrook is the southern imperial town. Where is it at? There. That's Albrook. Barren Falls is these waterfalls here. Cave to the Sealed Gate is down here. Crescent Mountain. So you got to be careful because there's Crescent Mountain and then there's a Crescent Island. Crescent Mountain is this spot here. And then this is called Crescent Island, but I don't know why, because it doesn't really look like a crescent. Duma Castle is over here, right? Yeah, there it is. Esper's Gathering Place, Crescent Island Cave is on Crescent Island. Figaro Castle is in the desert. Oh, I guess it's up here as well. Figaro Cave is this. The Future Colosseum is way up top. Gau's father's house is there. Imperial Base. This is the Imperial Camp. I was about to click here, but it's not. This is the Imperial. Yeah, there's two locations hiding right next door. Look at that. I almost misclicked and lost it. That's the base. That's the camp. Jador. This is the Opera House. This is Jador. Kolingen is up here. Miranda is... I think I got to scroll down for it. There. Mabliz on the Veld. The Veld is a location. Look at that. Mount Colt is here. Narsh up in the mountains. Nikia over here on the coast. The Opera House in the middle of absolutely nowhere. I have no idea how people get to this Opera House. Phantom Forests is this dungeon here. The Returner's Hideout is in the mountains. Sabin Mash's cabin. That would be over here. South Figaro. Thamasa. The Velt. Tsen is the North Imperial Town. Vector is the Imperial Capital. Zozo's in the mountains here. And that's my hundo. Hashtag nailed it. Intanger Island could have been a location. That's kind of a remarkable place. Did we miss anything else? Floating continent, maybe? Yeah, maybe not. Serpent's Trench, they could have marked. I guess it's marked in Crescent Mountain, though. But yeah, this whole trench here. All right. Final Fantasy VI Depression World. 28 locations. 10 minutes. Here we go. Albrook is still here. Somewhere. It's on the little peninsula now. Got it. Sid's house is on this island. Colosseum is open for business now. Daryl's Tomb. So Figaro Castle is here. Kolingen's here. Then Daryl's Tomb is further to the west. Dinosaur Forest is shaped like a dinosaur head. Doma Castle is on its own little island now. Duncan's house is up here by the trees. Ebot's Rock is above water now. Fanatic's Tower is here in the mountains. Figaro Castle is in the desert. still. The Figaro Cave now only has one entrance. Gao's father's house should still be up here somewhere. Is this it? Yeah, this is it, by Dinosaur Forest. Jador is right where we left it. Kefka's Tower, down there. Kolingen. Miranda is now connected to the Opera House. Doesn't have the Cactar Desert as a location. We've marked Dinosaur Forest, but not the Cactar Desert. Mobliz is no longer connected to the Veldt. Nourish is now abandoned. Nikia has been disconnected from kind of everything, but it's still a port town, still going strong. Opera House is now on this arm instead of on a peninsula. Phoenix Cave is at the star-shaped mountains. South Figaro here. It's more like East Figaro now. Thamasa is down here by the rock. The Veldt is on its own island. Triangle Island is on its own island. Sen is... What happens in Sen? That's the town with the crumbling house. The Veldt Cave is on the Veldt. And we got Zozo still here in the mountains. 100% World of Ruin. Here's where we're going to start to slip. For two reasons. One, because we're going into the Final Fantasy games that I haven't played 7 million times. I've only played them 1.3 million times each. And also because the maps get smaller and lower resolution. Like, we have lower quality maps going forward. Here we go, Final Fantasy VII. This is OG Final Fantasy VII, by the way. OG 7. Not the world map from the remake, which would just be Midgar anyway, or Rebirth, which would just like be this central ocean with everything kind of peppered across the coastlines of it. That's all that's in Rebirth. And they only give me 5 minutes. 33 locations in 5 minutes. Are we in trouble? Are we in trouble, gang? All right, let's start. Let's get to it. Oh, I have to type. Oh, God. Okay. I got to type. This is a typey one. Well, let's just go. We start in Midgar. And then there's Calm. There's the Chocobo Ranch. There's the Mithril Mines. No? Mithril Cave? What do you want from me? Mithril Mines. That's what it's called. Mithril Mines? There we go. Okay, they spell it with a Y. Fort Condor. I didn't realize I would have to type any of these. There's Junon. Then you get on the boat. You cross the ocean to Costa del Sol. You go into Mount Corel. And it's got North Corel marked on there as well. Then you go to the Gold Saucer. You end up okay, and then there's Gongaga, Cosmo Canyon. Great. So we got Rocket Town. Oh, I got ahead of myself. No, we got to do Mount Nibble first and Nibelheim. And then you get the Bronco. So there is also Wutai over there. Temple of the Ancients. I kind of just have to start looking around the map and seeing what there is to see. It just gave me Lucretia's Cave. I didn't type Lucretia's Cave. It just gave that to me for some reason. All right. I think it's called the Ancient Forest. There. Medial. Please tell me it's just marked as Materia Cave. Yes, it gives me all the Materia Caves at once. Okay. The Sunken Gelnica. All right, on the north map here, there's obviously the Northern Crater. There's Icicle Inn. There's Great Glacier. No? Chocobo Sage's house. Okay. Bone Village. Great. And then behind that is the Ancient City. No? City of the Ancients. Forgotten Capital. I typed... I got 4 locations left. Okay. 2 of them are the islands where you get, like, rare nuts. Right? You fight the goblin... Like, what? Goblin Island? Fantastic. You need rare nuts for gold chocobos. What is that other island down there? There's another special island down there. So... one of these locations, there's a guy sleeping up here for like a side quest. And then you need to go to this guy here to get the Keystone quest done. But what could it... Guy's house? Sleeping guy's house? And then I don't know what that other island is down there. Because you can't get your submarine out into the wide ocean. You're stuck in the center ocean with your submarine. I'm happy that it gave me all 4 materia caves, but it's like he's like a weapons dealer. Weapons dealer. No. Weapon shop guy. Single guy seeking love in your area. What do you want from me? I can picture the locations in my head. This guy here has like he's like a sleeping guy, and I think it's for a side quest for you to get one of the limit breaks, and then you have to go here in the story and talk to the guy. So Dio will give you the keystone to go to the Temple of the Ancients. But I don't have any idea what they could... Keystone Cave? No. Keystone guy... Well, he doesn't have the keystone. Dio has the keystone. He's like, hey, go and talk to this other guy, and then I'll give you the keystone. The man lives there! Alright, we biffed it. I like it better when you have to click. Sleeping Man's Cave. I typed Sleeping Man's House. Damn it. Cactus Island? What is Cactus Island? I don't know what that is. Weapon seller. I tried weapon dealer and weapon shop and not weapon seller. Come on. I feel like in spirit, I got these 2 right. I feel like if they had given me clickable stuff, I would have gotten both of these. And then I would have got... Well, Cactus Island, it would have given to me early if they go alphabetically. Whatever, I got 91%. The average score is 49%. I'm glad they didn't make me manually type all 4 materia caves. Because I guess I could have guessed what they were called. I guess they make sense. The Medial one, that's the one you can glitch into with your airship really early, which is fun. All right, 91. Next map, we're moving on. So the Final Fantasy 8 and 9 world maps are going to be challenging because you never really interact with the world maps in this way, right? These 2 world maps... It's very rare that you actually travel over land to go anywhere. The world maps are almost vestigial, which makes them very hard to, like, get into your memory. And then when you get an airship, you don't see the shapes of these continents because of the way the airship works in these games. So, all right, 26... locations, and we have 10 minutes. Am I typing again? Is that what we're doing? No, we're clicking. Okay, so Balam. I'm going to assume they mean Balam Town and not Balam Garden. Otherwise, it would say Balam Garden, and Balam Town is here. And then Balam Garden starts here. It can end up anywhere. Cactar Island. So that's down in Centrus somewhere. It's one of these, like, outlying islands. Just looking for something clickable. Is that it? That must be it. Cactar Island. Centra Ruins. So this is the Centra continent. And this is the ruins, right? Yeah, because you get here with Bolam Garden, you go up on this shoreline here, and you can get to the ruins. Deep Sea Research Center is way out in the ocean. Delling City is the capital of Galbadia. This is Galbadia here. And I'm pretty sure it's up here. I think this is Delling City. Because, yeah, it's got the peninsula with the temple, and then if you go south of Delling, you get to the desert. Desert Prison. So this is the desert. There are 2 locations in the desert. I don't know which is which. One is a prison, and one is the missile base. This kind of does this little icon kind of look like missile launchers to anyone, or am I just... I can only see like 3 pixels. It kind of looks like missile launchers to me. I'm going to click this for the prison, I think. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. It's kind of a 50-50. Good. Okay, Dalit. Dalit is on the coast in Galbadia. So that should be this here. Great. Idea's house is way down south for some reason. Is it this? It must be this. There's nothing else over here. Because Windhill is in Galbadia. So yeah, this must be Idea's house. Estar is the big future capital. Estar Sorceress Memorial. Here's where I'm going to lose all my points on this map. Because there's 4 little locations over here arranged in like a cross. And I never remember which is which. Because you almost like never visit these places. They're places you end up in the story, but like cutscenes whisk you off there and then whisk you away when you're done. So I think the big obelisk is Lunatic Pandora? Well, no, they unearth it and it floats over the town. It floats over Tears Point because it's the marker for the Lunatic Cry or whatever it's called. Over Tears Point. So I think this is Tears Point, which is like the graveyard where you get Doom Train. So one of these is a prison, one of these is the lab, and one of these is the memorial. And I don't know which is which. And it's a 1 in 3. Because I think this is going to be Tears Point, and it's going to be 1 in 3. I'm going to say the memorial's the closest one to Estar. And it is. That was just luck. Fire Cavern is over here. FH is the big bridge. Galbadia Garden. You actually do need to go there on the world map. You do end up going to Galbadia Garden at one point. I think it's here. Yeah, because everything goes wrong in Timber, and you have to like go on foot to Galbadia Garden. Galbadia Missile Complex. Island close. Oh, no! I think they've got the wrong spot up here. Because there's island closest to heaven and island closest to hell, and I don't know which is which. I think this is the other island, but they've got this marked instead. Heaven or hell? But I'm pretty sure this, or maybe this, is the actual island. Okay. Or maybe this. Like, the shapes of some of these islands looks familiar to me, because I think I always fly over here and just start landing on random islands until the map tells me I'm in the right spot. But the only thing clickable up here is this, which is not an island. They've got this in the wrong spot, I'm convinced. Island closest to heaven, island closest to hell. It's a 50-50, isn't it? I don't know which one's which. One's on this side of the map, one's on this side. All right, I got to click something. I'm going to click this island over here, even though it's not an island. I'm pretty sure this is nothing on this map. You do some stuff over here on disc 4 going through the Ultimecia portals. But I think the map designer put the click spot in the wrong place. And then island closest to hell must be the other one. That was a 50-50. Lunar Gate. So that's like the spaceport. Oh, so no, it's not the lab. The lab and the prison must be the same. Anyway, I think it's, let's say the furthest one away. And then here's the lab. I got all 4 of those right. I can't believe that. Shumi Village is up on this continent somewhere. Is that it? No, that's the destroyed garden. That's where Selfie's garden is. I saw it. I just moused over it. Ah, there it is. That's Shumi Village. Tears Point is now covered up with all the other text, but it's down here. Timber is all the railways coming out of it. Tomb of the Unknown King is on the peninsula by Delling City. Trabia Garden, destroyed. You're going to make me hunt down the White Siege ship? Well, it's down here somewhere in one of these alcoves. That... Oh, I actually see a little icon for it now. Okay, fair enough. Win Hill is this village here. The Hundo! There was some guesswork with... Now, I logicked out which one was Tears Point, because the map has Lunatic Pandora sitting over it. The other 3 was guesswork. I could have gotten any of these wrong. And then the 2 islands could have gone the other way around. I'll take it, though. Listen, the previous map robbed me of 2 guesses, and this map gave me 2 freebies, so I'll take it. This one's a mess. Look at how low res this is from what is this, FF Shrine? Someone downloaded this from the 1990s internet. But we're at Final Fantasy IX. Here's the problem with Final Fantasy IX. Look at what a mess this is. All these little locations on the Mist Continent, because the Mist Continent has tons and tons of little locations all around it, but they're all like tunnels through the mountain or like gates up on the top of the mountain. Like, which one of these is Dolly? Which one of these is the ice cavern? And which one of these is like the coffee man's house, right? It's going to be a nightmare. I don't feel real good about this one. 37 locations, 10 minutes. Let's go. Alexandria. Alexandria is easy. That one's here on this plateau. Alexandria Harbor would be in the water behind it. Black Mage Village. Okay, let's think about this. It's in a forest. It must be this. It must be. Wait, I can't click this. I can't click this. That's Black Mage Village, right? Because you come out of the Rue and you go to Condi Piete. What's this? Because Condi Piete, the mountain path, goes in 2 directions. This has to be Black Mage. I can't click it. No, it circles around, doesn't it? Maybe this is Black Mage Village. Yeah, because you go up and it kind of circles around. I'm not feeling real good about this. I'm going to click it. Got it. Okay. Right, because you have to go up and then kind of go around through the woods to get... What is this circle, then, that's just sitting here? Bermesia is up here. Chocobo's Forest is out here on the other side of the river. Chocobo's Lagoon is down here on this island, right? Or is it this? No, this is the city on like the Hawaiian Islands over here, and then the lagoon is down here. No, lagoon is in the previous game. Chocobo's Paradise. Oh, I'm glad I checked that. It's up here. This is Chocobo's Paradise. Clara is next to Bermesia. Condipiete is in this here. So the mountain path must be back here. Deguario is down here on the island. Dolly. So I think what we're saying here is this must be the ice cave because it's next to the mountain. Well, then what's this? Okay, this is Trino. If you go right from Trino, you go to Vivi's grandpa's house. If you go left from Trino, there's a little path it's like the top of the gate. I'm going to say this must be Dolly then, in the middle. Ice Cavern, Dolly, Coffee Guy's house. Damn it. Damn it. All right, Desert Palace. Well, it's got to be up here in the desert, right? Like it. Yeah. Earth Shrine. The Earth Shrine is like down here where the earthquakes are. Yeah. Estogaza, I think, is over here. And then Mount Gulg is behind it. Yeah. Evil Forest is down here in the basin. Great. Fire Shrine. That's like the volcano up here. So the shrines are not like locations you go to. They're just like marked on the map because a cutscene happens there. But I think it's the volcano up here. Fossil Rue. Comes out here. Great. Gizmaluk's Grotto is in the mountains going to Burmecia. Ice Cavern. Well, it must be this then. Then what's this? This must be the Coffee Guy's house. The Aoife tree is here. Ibsen's Castle. I think Ibsen's Castle is in the north, and then Uelvert is in the south, like in a hole in the map. I think this... Or is it the other way around? I know confident now. I'm going to say this is Ibsen's Castle. Great. Lindblom is over here. No, that's a harbor. Lindblom would be up on the plateau here. Yeah. The Dragon's Gate goes down into the mist. The harbor is back behind it. Medain Sarai is the summoner village here. Mognet Central is on its own island. North Gate is between Alexandria and Burmecia. It's locked, but you can buy potions there in the beginning of the game. Observatory Mountain is what I keep calling Coffee Guy. It's this mount. It must be this. Yeah. So Uelvert. It's got to be one of these two. I think it's this one. Yes. Pinnacle Rocks is over here. Quan's Dwelling is way over here by Trino. The Shimmering Island, that's the gate to the other world that you go to. South Gate is between Alexandria and Lindblom, so this must be South Gate. Trino is in the south of Alexandria. The Water Shrine is another location you don't like visit it. I visit this. What are these three locations? This is... I can't click this one. What is this? Oh, they've got the Q's Marshes. We don't have Q's Marsh. I see. Okay, so the non-clickable locations are the Q's Marshes. Good to know. Water Shrine is probably here in the water, right? And then this is the Wind Shrine. That's my guess. Water Shrine. Wind Shrine, 97%. So Q's Marsh, Q's Marsh, Q's Marsh, Q's Marsh. What other locations did we miss that they didn't put on here? I guess we got them all. I'll take 97. The trick to like decoding the Mist Continent is to remember that Northgate connects Alexandria to Burmecia, Southgate connects Alexandria to Lindblom. Because both gates have 4 dots on the map. Because Northgate, if you look at the in-game world map, it has a dot on the Burmecia side and a dot on the Alexandria side at the bottom. And then it has a dot on the Dolly side and a dot on... Does it on the Alexandria? Maybe it only has 3 dots. But then Southgate definitely has 4 dots. Maybe 5. because it has 2 dots on the bottom of the map where it connects in the basin, 2 dots on the upper part of the map where it connects Dolly to Trino, and I think there's probably a dot right in the middle for the actual airship tunnel you have to fly through. This is an even worse map. This one's even worse. Look at this. Some of them are mapped on here. Salvage ship is on here. And it's 2 of the boats that you take. All right. 17 locations. 3 minutes. We've only got 3 minutes. All right, better get to it. Or after the moon. This is the moon flow. So it's before the moon flow, right? Because you do the high road, Mushroom Rock. So Kilika, high road, Mushroom Rock. This has got to be Jose. Mushroom Rock is south of that. Bavel. Okay, so Bavel is... Where's Lake I don't even see a lake on this map. This is a lake here. So this is Lake Macalania, so this must be Bavel. Thunder Plains is on the other side of the lake. No, it's... Are these the Calmlands? They can't be. This is the Moonflow to Guado Salam, comes out in the Thunder Plains. This has got to be Thunder Plains. Guado Salam. Moonflow. Luca. Kilika. Xanarkand. This is Macalania. Besaid. Luca goes to the high road. Beaconell Island is over here. Mount Gagazet, way up top. Oh, so I see the Calmlands now. This green plain here. Got it. The Omega Ruins over here. The Hundo. The Hundo. I had to logic out where Jose must be. And the only reason I know the order of all these locations is because I played Final Fantasy X-2 so much. And that game is all about going to all the locations in every chapter of the game. All right. Last map. Final Fantasy XII. "35 locations. They want me to do it in 4 minutes. I'm going to have to really use some logic here, though, I think. I'm going to have to really walk through it in my head. Here we go, 4 minutes. Rabanastre is here in the middle. The Ritterana Cataract is down here. Excuse me. I thought the small one would be the Cataract and the bigger one would be the Pharos. Well, okay, Balfamheim Port is over here. The Nem Yansa Sand Seas. Okay, Rabanastre, you go to the Wester Sand, you go to the Sand Sea, you go to the Sand Sea, you go to the Tomb. I think you cross the Ergen Yensa first and then come to the Nam Yensa. Got it. So this must be the Ergen Yensa, this must be the Wester Sand. Got it. Giru Vegan is down here. Zertnan Caverns. I think it's this, because the Wester Sand connects to Zertnan, it connects to the Sand Sea, and it connects to the Osmone Plains. This must be Zertnan. Nalbina Fortress must be this. No, this. It's an actual fortress. Great. The Necro Hall of Nabudis. So this goes to... The Deadlands connects to the Necro Hall, also connects to this forest. It all connects together. The Tomb of Wraithwall is all the way in the west. The Pharos is the other thing that I failed to click over here. The Paramina Rift. So this must be the Still Shrine, which means this must connect to Paramina Rift. What is this? Mount Bur-Omises is down here. So this is the Rift. Soshin Cave Palace is the last place you go through. So this is Arcades. Okay, this is going to get tricky. So you go through Mosfrin High Waste to the Fawn Coast. No, through, this is the Silica Wood. Then you end up in the Fawn Coast. You come out of the Fawn Coast, then you go into this Ocean Cave Palace. Is this the Cave Palace here? Because then over here you've got the steppe and the uplands. So Arcades goes through the uplands. This must be the Cave Palace. Damn it. Jahara. Well, Jahara is this little town down here. The Estra Sand would be on the other side of Rabanastre. The Ogre Yensis Sand Sea is this other sand sea we haven't placed yet. The Silica Wood. What is this stuff? So this goes to the High Waste, then the Silica Wood. Yeah. Serobi Steppe is on the outside of Balfamheim. Osmone Plain is to the south here. Arcades is this big city. Iriot Village is... It's got to be this village here. Lusu Mines is the dungeon on the floating island. Nabrius Deadlands is outside the Necrohall. Oh, I got to pick up the pace here. Garamscythe Waterway connects to Rabanastre. It's got to be this. The Feywood. Mount Bur Omises. Ah! Oh, it's the mines. That's Hen Mines. Giza Plains is here. The Hen Mines is down here. Ah! I'm trying to speed up, and it's not going well for me. Fawn Coast. It's got to be up here. Golmore Jungle. I don't even remember Golmore Jungle. Is it this? No. Bujerba. Sheeta Uplands is there. Still Shrine of Miriam is... Oh, that's... I even mentioned that as the Still Shrine earlier. I got that right earlier, and then I biffed it. 83% on Final Fantasy XII. Right, because the Hen Mines are connected to the plains. You don't get there from the Rift, you get there from the plains. I called out the Still Shrine of Miriam, and Mount Bur Omises has the village icon. The timer is what killed me. If they gave me 10 minutes like those first few maps, but they didn't. They gave me 4 minutes. All right. I've got one more quiz. This is every single monster in Final Fantasy 1. And you're just going to have to take my word for it that I don't have a cheat sheet, that I don't have the bestiary or whatever in front of me. When I did this a few years ago, I got the hundo in it. 100%. And I bragged about it on Discord. And I want to see if I can still do it. So, 125 monsters in Final Fantasy 1. And I've got 25 minutes to do it. Stop saying monster names in chat. There is a slime in Final Fantasy 1. There is not a Zoidberg or a Pikachu. What are you talking about? Being a buttface in my chat right now. Okay. It is raining like a mofo outside, and I can hardly hear myself think because the rain is always so loud in here. Here we go. This is a typey one. So we're going to start out... I'm going to kind of try to go by monster class. So there's imps. Oh, wait a minute. It wants goblin. Nope, I can't do this version. I got it. Hold on. I'm going to find the NES version of this. I'm going to find the NES version of this. I can't do it with those names. I've got to use the NES names. It's got to be this one. Here it is. 115 monsters. And this is... Oh, I've only got 15 minutes. This is the original NES version. All right. 15 minutes. Let's go. There we go. So we got Imp. There's also Grimps. In the same area, there are Mad Ponies. Mad Ponies look like nightmares. Excuse me? No, I need the NES names if I'm going to do this. There's got to be one that literally uses the NES version names. If there's not, then we're not... There is, because I did it years ago. Let's just type Final Fantasy 1. Townsend... Final Fantasy 1 Everything Quiz. This... Does it have the... Is it the NES names? This might be fun, the Everything Quiz. Can I get 295 things in 20 minutes? Including all the spells and everything? There's not this many bosses, though. This must be for Dawn of Souls. Let's just see if... Yeah, it won't. If it doesn't accept imp, that's the litmus test. It needs to accept imp for me to get anything right. Weapons, guest bosses, types of characters. This is my fault for pulling up the wrong... quiz. I know it exists because I did it years ago. Can you name the enemies of Final Fantasy 1 NES version? Maybe this is what I need. This looks promising. 125 in 15 minutes. Regular enemies A to G, H to R, S to Z, and then it's got only 4 bosses. So this is only the NES monsters. Does it take Imp? It does. There's also Grimps, which it took. All right. So there's the Mad Pony. Took Nightmare. Great. So there's creeps on that first area. There's the crawl. There's a spider, an arachnid. There's wolves. There's gerwolves. There's frost wolves. There's werewolves. Inside the Temple of the Fiends, you've got zombies. Zombies also look like ghouls. They also look like geists. Is there a fourth one? The other undead type are like the cloak guys. Like I think that's a wraith, a shadow, an image, and a ghost. There's the ogre, the Groger. As you make your way to Provoca, you're going to find iguanas. Iguanas look like agamas. And there's a green version called the Soria that you never see in the game, because why would you? Let's see here. Continuing on. Well, the stuff in the Peninsula of Power. So there's Zombuls, which means there's regular bulls. There's giants up there, which means there's frost giants and red giants. You might find... I don't think you find trolls up there, but there are trolls and sea trolls. There's Tyros, the odd Tyro. There's also the T-Rex, which you'll never see. Once you get the boat... You'll see the bosses and stuff. There's Garland. There's pirates. Pirates look like Kaizokus. Astos is a boss. Vampire is a boss. There's the wizard vampire. The four fiends. Lich, Carrie, Kraken, Tiamat, Chaos. All the bosses are done. You get onto the ocean. There's the Sahag. There's the red Sahag. There's the wizard Sahag. There's the odd eye. There's the big eye. I think that's all. No, there's a shark and a gur shark. Down to Elfland, you'll also find an asp. There's also cobras and sea snakes. What else are you going to run into? Once you get into the Marsh Cave, that's where you're going to find Muck. Muck comes with Scum. Scum comes with Ooze. And then there's a Slime. Oh, I missed Bones. There's Bones and Red Bones. The boss of there is the Wizards. There's also Sorcerers. Once you go up to fight Astos, you can go to the chest where there's mummies. There's also wizard mummies. I like how these are in alphabetical order, because I'll be able to like narrow them down by using the alphabet later. Okay, once you get over to Melmond area, that's where you're going to start finding Tiger, and then there's a Saber-Tea. Stuff in the Earth Cave. We've got bulls, we got trolls, we got wizards, cocktresses. And then there's Paralisk. And then there's other stuff in the volcano. Well, in that area, there's Peds. There's also Gurpeds. There's the worm class. So there's the gray worm. There's the worm at the end of the game. There's also a sandworm that you never see, because why would you? Ice Cave has mages and fighters in it. I guess now's a good time to do all the dragon types, because you find the Frost Dragon. No, it's called Frost D. And then there's the Red D, Zombie D. And then the other dragon type has the Gas D, the Blue D, and what am I missing? There's another dragon type. There's a Warmech. I'll just type that real quick. On the rivers, there's Caribbees. There's red Caribbees, which you'll never see. There are Ochos and Na-Ochos and Hydras and red Hydras. There's also Gators, which are rare because you're only on the river up north for a minute. There's also Frost Gators. All right, in Castle Ordeal. So, rare overworld monster stuff on the North Continents because you never walk around up there. There's the Anklo. There's the red Anklo. You've got Manticores. There's also a Sphinx, I think, in a spiked square somewhere. Okay, once you go into, you've got the Mud Ghoul in the waterfall. There's also a Rock Ghoul and an Iron Ghoul, which is the rarest monster in the game. It's far, far rarer than the Warmech. You're also going to see Medusas. You're going to see green Medusas. Oh, I forgot Gargoyles. Spiked square in the Temple of the Fiends. There's Gargoyles. There's Red Goyle. Spiked squares in the Earth Cave have Earth. There's also Fire, Water, Wind. No, Air. You're going to see Nagas. You're going to see Gurnagas. There's the Eye and the Phantom. Okay, so now we are... There's Peds. I got Peds. Okay, Jamira. There are Guards, Sentries, Badmans, and Evilmans. 10 more. I got some sea monsters. Oh, yeah. Cerebus, Hyena. Those are the two dog monsters. All right, so I'm missing a C. I'm missing a K. There's not an L, I don't think. Maybe another K. No, it can't be a K. Is there an L monster anywhere in the game? And then I'm missing some W stuff down there. Oh, there's Wyverns and Worms. I'm missing a wizard enemy. Wizard Ogres. We didn't get. Okay. Missing 5. Doing good. I got Fighter and Mage. I'm missing a C. I'm missing an S. I'm missing 2 S's. All right. Thinking hard here. Scraping the barrel. Floating Castle. Did I miss anything in there? We have the Gurnagas. I got Wizard Sahags, Red Sahags. Caribou Cerberus. I'm sorry, Cerebus, I guess. Is there an L monster? Or is there another M monster above Mad Pony? The Macarena would be above the Mad Pony. I've got 7 minutes to think of 5 monsters. I think I can get there. I think I can do it. We just got to believe. Let's go by monster type. We got Agama, we've got Air, we've got Anklo, Arachnid, Ass, Badman, Big Eye. I feel like I'm missing a dragon type. The second kind of fatty dragon. There's Gas Dragon and Blue Dragon. I feel like there's a third one. Because the other dragon type has Frost, Red, and Zombie. Oof. Okay. Okay. What else starts with this? It's got to be a CA or a CE. Oh, I know. There's Catman and there's Man-Cat. I forgot the cats. Great. So now it looks like I'm missing 2 S's and maybe an L. Or a very late K or a very early M. Well, it can't be a very late K. Because there's not going to be anything after Kaizoku. So is there an earlier M? Mad Pony. It's got to be earlier than Matt. So Mab. Or an L. I think I'm missing one class of monster. You know what I mean? Like one monster sprite. Spectre. Ha! The Spectre is the 4th zombie I was missing. Alright, so I'm missing 1 S and 1 L, and I think it's going to be one monster type with an L and an S. L and S. What monster begins with L that also has an S that switches to later? Leroy Jenkins? No, he's not in this game. There's no Lamia in this game. There are Nagas, but no Lamias. There are Ligers in Final Fantasy, I think, 3. It might be like a rare treasure monster, perhaps. Trying to think of what guards the various spiked squares throughout the game. So the Earth Cave, you've got Earths. There's a Manticore in there. I got Manticore and Sphinx, both. 4 minutes for 2 monsters. Oh my god. It could be anything. No, it couldn't be anything. It'd only be an L or an S. It's got to be one monster with 2 varieties. Did I get the dinosaurs? Yeah, I got dinosaurs. What monster starts with L? Oh, God. No, I know it. I know it. I know it. It's the scorpion and the lobster. That's the hundo. Average score is 68. Scorpions are in... I kept thinking Earth Cave over and over. Like, there's something in the Earth Cave I'm not getting. But they're also super rare in the Marsh Cave, where they're really out of depths and they'll just kill you. And then there are a bunch of lobsters in the Sea Shrine. Boom, 100%. All right, let's... There was another one that I looked at. Was it this one? There's another one that has every magic spell up through Final Fantasy 12. So I'm going to have to scroll back and forth on this one, it looks like. 15 minutes to get 160 spells. So I think what I do is I just go level by level for Final Fantasy 1, and it looks like they don't duplicate spells. Like, the reason the first one has the most spells is because a lot of these spells end up in a lot of these other games. So should I keep doing these for a while? Because I'm having fun. And, like, it's 11:30 in the morning. I could just keep doing these for a little while. But I feel like we're going to hit diminishing returns on it pretty quick. Because I feel like I've done all the fun ones already. So the way these, when you set these up, like the way it works is you'll put in the answer that you are looking for the person to type, but then you got to put in like a bunch of synonyms, like other things they might type which get you close enough. Like if I click play here and if I type FIR2, it gave me Fire 2 or Fyra, but it will also give me Blizzara. So Fire, Ice, Lit, Fire 2, Ice 2, Lit 2, Fire 3, Ice 3, Lit 3. So we got all the threes. So level 1 black magic is Fire, Ice, Lock, and Sleep. Level 2 black magic is Temper, Ice, Slow, and Dark. Level 3 is Fire 2, Lock 2, Lit 2, and Hold. Level 4 is Fast, Ice 2, Confuse, and I don't know. Level 5 is Warp, Bane. Warp gave me 2 spells. Oh, because Zap is also Warp, I guess. Okay, so Warp, Bane, Fire 3, and Blind? No, not Blind. Slow 2. Or Slowra, or Sloga, I guess. What's that other level 4 spell? I'm not sure. Let's keep going. Level 6 would be Quake, Lit 3, Rub, and Stun? Yes. Level 4 is Blind, Ice 3, Saber. Who knows? It's a bunch of spells you never buy. Then level 8 is Zap, XXXX, Nuke, Stop. Oh, so Break is level 7. I'm missing a level 4 black magic spell. Okay, so level white magic spells. There's Cure, Cura, Curaga, Curaja. There's Dia, Diara, Diaga, Diaja. There's Heal, Healara, Healaga. And I think that's all the spell lines. So level 1 also has Ruse, Invis. There's also an Invis 2. And Fog. There's also a Fog 2. Level 2 has Mute. And there's a Fire, a Lightning, a Ice, a Rub, and a Moot. There's going to be Lamp. Yeah, so it heals that. There's Pure and Soft. Fear is a level 4 spell. So what am I looking for? There's going to be Life, Full Life, Auto Life, and other games coming later. Level 5 is Harm 3, Life, Heal 2, Cure 3. Level 6 has Exit. There's going to be Wall, which is Null All. Reflect's not in this game. There's going to be Holy and Dispel, or X first. So I'm missing one spell in Final Fantasy 1. It's a level 4 black magic spell. Confuse, Fast, Ice 2, Sleep 2. All right, that's every spell from Final Fantasy 1. Now it's going to get harder. What other friggin' spells? So what spells get introduced in Final Fantasy 2? So Ultima does. There's the Swap spell. There's Toad, Pig, Mini. I think there's Barrier, Shield, maybe? Shield, it accepted Shield, but it put it somewhere else. Basuna. Panacea? Poisona? I don't know. Well, spells in Final Fantasy III. Well, that introduced Arrow, Eroga, Water? Waterga. Well, that's some other games took that. What other spells are in Final Fantasy III? Bio? I got Poison. There's also going to be Biora. No, there's going to be Bio 2, Bio 3. It didn't take Biora because it's not called that. But then there's also going to be Quake 2 and Quake 3. So we'll take those. Reflect comes in Final Fantasy 3, I guess. Let's go to the games that I know pretty well. Final Fantasy 4 has stuff like Sight. Oh, that was in 3. Final Fantasy 4 has Protect. No, Shell. So there's Shell. It has Blink or Image. I guess we've already got those somewhere. Meteor. Or Meteo, I guess. Is it going to take Ninja Magic? No. No, not taking Ninja Magic. Not taking Summon Magic. I think we're just doing white, black, green. Well, Final Fantasy X is almost done. It didn't take Null Tide. Does it want the hyphen? No. Final Fantasy VII has Freeze, Tornado, D-Shell, D-Barrier. Dispel. Final Fantasy VIII has Aura. Oh, something else ate Aura. I guess it comes out in an earlier game. Try typing in Xenoglossy? What? Why? I typed it. Final Fantasy IX only introduced 2 spells. That's easy. They're Might and Jewel. Something else must have taken Doomsday, though. Look at all the ones coming in from Final Fantasy XII. We're coming in hot down there. Final Fantasy VI. Let me think. Vanish. X-Zone with from 1. Float is a good one. What else can you do in Final Fantasy? Berserk is a good one. So Final Fantasy XII is going to have a ton of them. A ton of new ones. So it has Dark. Has Oil. Yeah, there we go. Full Cure is different from Curaja, I guess. A Tsunaga. Doesn't have Immobilize. Shelga. Protectga. Hastega. Floatga? No. So there's Bubble in 12. Ooh, Bubble. What? 4? Bubble's not in. Oh, maybe the DS version of 4. What else is in 12? Libra. In 12. Scourge. Scathe. There we go. I thought there was a dark line of spells. Dark, Darkra, and Darkga. Shade. Okay, that was a Final Fantasy III spell. Final Fantasy VIII would have triple and double. What else does Final Fantasy VIII have? It's weird because in all the other games, I think in terms of like casting the spells and what they do, but in Final Fantasy VIII, I always think in terms of like what do they craft into. So it didn't take Doomsday, which should be from Final Fantasy IX. Oh, there's like, like Drain, Osmos, and Rasp. Those are good ones. We're not on the jaw level of elemental spells. I really thought Immobilize was a spell in 12. Slowra and Sloga didn't take. Stopra didn't take. Dispelga, okay. We've got Esunaga. Is there an Oilga? No. Oil is such a silly spell. There's going to be Faith, Bravery. They backported all these 3 spells into 4. Faith and Bravery and whatnot. Fair enough. Let's go back to Final Fantasy V, because there'll be Reset, there'll be Old, there'll be Speed. No. There'll be... Did I get Death? Yeah, Death would have been in Final Fantasy 1. What else did 4 introduce? Float, Piggy. I can't really tell these are in any kind of order either. Oh, you know what? Comet and Comet 2. In 7. Oh, it put Comet in 4. So probably wants Pyroblast. No. All right, well, you're just being inconsistent now. Because Final Fantasy IV, though, that's twin magic. Maybe those are all twin magic, actually, because you can give the twin command to other characters. There is a Null Tide spell. And I thought it must be only in Final Fantasy X, where water is one of your main elements. Oh, it is. Okay, I just misspelled it earlier. What spell is in Final Fantasy X too that's not in 10? Oh, we got the gravity line. Gravity. And I guess there's not a Gravira. There's a Gravija. No, this only goes up through 12. We don't have anything from beyond 12. I should be able to fill in more of 12, though. It's just because it's a different kind of game, it goes in a lot of different directions. Stona, Vox. I'm thinking in terms of, like, healing spells. Reflectka. Yeah. Vanishka? Yeah. Immobilize and Immobilize. Immobilize, that's a spell that gets used on you, maybe. Scathe is like the big laser spell, right? It's like the big, stupid laser. We've done Bio, we've done Virus. Bleed? What spell inflicts bleed? Sap? I think 12 has a spell that just inflicts bleed. We got almost all of them in 2 just by grabbing them from later. What else does 3 add?
Well, 3 doesn't add anything that it then takes away except for shade, I think. What else does 4 add? Final Fantasy VI puts in re-raise. Gravija? Really? Meteor. Okay, we got Meteor already. Meltdown. Which comes back in Final Fantasy VIII and is really good. I can't tell if Final Fantasy VI has the GBA stuff. It says it does. Flood, yeah, okay, it does. The Leviathan spell, and then Gravija comes from Diablos. All right, cool. We biffed 12. We missed a lot of 12. But where's Doomsday? In Final Fantasy IX, there's a black magic spell called Doomsday, but where is it? I just don't know. All right, what do we miss? Curse, destroy, and revive. Raise, erase, break ga. Oh, I should have known that one. Wait, what do you mean raise? What do you mean raise? Raise is just life. Unless the raise spell does something different in 3. Really, double meaty? That spell only gets cast in a... That spell only gets cast in a cutscene. And the goblin spell is a summon spell, and there's no other summons on the list. In fact... Yeah, you don't have any summons on the list, but you wanted me to type goblin? I'm discounting those two. Those two don't count. Regen... Yeah, I'll give you that. And quick. How did I miss quick? Zombie pain, apocalypse. Oh, you know what? Apocalypse. They might be saying Doomsday and Apocalypse are the same spell. I'll bet that's what they're doing here. Because Apocalypse is a spell that you cast... you have to draw cast it out of Ultimecia, don't you? Resist and remove... in 7. Black Sky in 10. Ardor, renew, cleanse. I typed immobilize like 7. They misspell it. They have it here as immobilize. Or immobiles. They misspelled immobilize. I also typed Darkra and maybe not Dark. Reverse, we didn't have Decoy, I should have got. Silenska and Sleepga and Blindga, I should have got. This person misspelled immobilize, and they put spells into 4 that don't count. There's got to be one that's just all the summons, right? Final Fantasy summon list. Oh, yeah, here, this... Can we find one without the cheat sheet, though? Can you name the Final Fantasy summons? Final Fantasy 3, 5. This goes up through 12. This one might be good. 135. But there's going to be some dupes. We got 15 minutes. Can I get all the summons from Final Fantasy 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12? Thank goodness they... You know what? I probably could have done 11... because 11 just has all the standard summons plus Garuda. Anyway. 15 minutes, 135 summons. A lot of these are going to be duplicates. Let's do it. Okay, so starting out, Chocobo. Oh, it didn't populate it in 3. Oh, it did. Okay. Oh, they've got the lists look kind of weird and discombobulated. All right, well, there's Ifrits, Shiva, Rama, Titan, Odin, Leviathan, Bahamut. The original 6. Or the original 8, rather. In 4, you've also got the Mist Dragon. It wouldn't take Mist. I had to type Dragon. Okay, but we also have Sylph and Imp, Goblin, Bomb, Cockatrice, Mind Flare are the 4 rare ones. Do you want this? You want white from the DS version, and we're just missing Ashura, which you want with an H. Fine. Final Fantasy V. Remora is the one everybody always forgets. They also gave us Golem. They gave us Phoenix. They gave us Sildra. They also gave me Carbuncle. And you gave me Catoblebus. Great. In 6... Okay, so Alexander comes to mind right away. There's Ragnarok, there's Crusader, there's Raiden as the level up of Odin. Do you want the advanced ones? You do, so give me Gilgamesh, Leviathan, Diablos. Great. Earlier on in the game, we're going to go with Kate Sith, Unicorn, Chiron, and Bismarck, Modwin, Phantom, Chiron, Kate Sith, Rama. You get 4 up front. It's Chiron, Kate Sith, Rama. What's the other one? Stray, Chiron, Siren. Then later we're going to get Seraph. We're going to get Zone Seek. They want Zona Seeker. I'm okay with that. There's Lakshmi is the last healing one. Valagamanda. Tirado. Midgard Sormer. Had to type that out correctly. Who else am I missing there? There's going to be Fenrir and another early World of Ruin one, maybe? Quetzali. Great. Final Fantasy VII. They wanted me to type the slash in Chocomog. They're being real jiggy with it. All right, so give me Neo Bahamut. Give me Bahamut 0. Give me Knights of Round. Give me Hades. Give me Kajata. Give me Typhoon. Typhon. Typoon. Typon. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Typhoon. Okay, we got that. In 8, we get Quetzalcoatl, Shiva, Ifrit, Siren. Give me the brothers. Give me Pandemona. Give me Eden. Let's do Doom Train. Do you want the Minimog? You don't. Do you want the Moomba? You don't. There's Cerberus. There's the Tonberry. There's the Tonberry. Tonberry King? I think it's just Tonberry, my dude. I don't think it's Tonberry King at all. So it's counting Jumbo Cactuar. These two are misnamed. If they're going by the names in the actual games, those are misnamed. What else do you want? Shiva, Ifrit, Siren, Brothers. Carbuncle. What do you pull between Brothers and Carbuncle? In 8. I'm going to skip that and come back. So Final Fantasy 9. Sometimes, I think Medine and Modwin might be the same creature, but I guess this person disagrees. Ark is the big bad. What else is in 9? There's another one introduced. Oh, Atomos. Yeah, it's in a big cutscene even. In 10, you start with Valifor. We get Ixion. We have the Magus Sisters. Give me Yojimbo. Give me Anima. And 12 is completely denuded because it's all the Ivalice monsters. Oh, I thought... Yeah, you're right. I'm missing Diablo. Here? I thought it would give it to me because I typed Diablos up here. But I guess they're counting those as two different things. All right. Belias, Mateus, Shemhazai, Famfrit, Hashmal. They're the ones patterned after Final Fantasy bosses. That is Chaos, Exodus, Zeramus. There's Zalira. There's... I always misspell this one. Two M's. Adrumalek. Give me Zodiark. Give me Ultima. Who am I missing? Belias. Oh, Kuchulain. I asked the hundo, guys. And this was a finicky one. This was a finicky quiz. Like, they wanted all these typed exactly. We got through it. We didn't get the 13 summons. They didn't... Well, the only ones that would have been on there would have been Hecaton Shears and Brunhild. All right. I don't know where to go from here. Let's just see what all Final Fantasy quizzes we can do. Final Fantasy VII Materia? I'll bet that one's tricky. Can I do all of the Final Fantasy VII Materia? It's been so long since I played this game. 80 Materia in 10 minutes. And we've got them blocked off by type here. Well, we just did all the summons, so we can start by doing that again. Chokamog, Ifrit, Shiva, Rama, Titan, Bahamut, Neo Bahamut, Bahamut Zero, Knights of Round, Hades, Typhoon, Kajata, Phoenix, Alexander. Oh, we didn't type all these because some of these we typed in earlier games. What else is in 7? Carbuncle? No. Oh, these are in alphabetical order, though. Odin. KJLM. A summon that begins with KJL or M. I can't think of it offhand. Let's start going on the magic material. There's going to be fire, ice, lightning. Cure is not called cure. It's called restore. There's also revive. There's 2 other elemental materia types. There's poison and quake, earth. Okay. Full cure is its own thing. Ultima is its own thing. Comet is its own thing. You've got like the level 4 elemental magic. I think that's called seal. Yeah. There's the barrier one. Status effects would be on transform, mystify. I think exit. Exit's a thing. There's destruct, has death and debarrier on it. And I'm not sure what else. That's a good start. There is a Leviathan in 7. Thank you. There is indeed. There's a whole side quest about it. All right, command materia. Well, there's the best one ever is enemy skill. You can steal. You can steal as well. There's throw, sense, mime. There's the W commands. W summon, W item, W command? No. W magic. And then double cut. And then slash all. Death blow. So I've got like an E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Flash. No, that's slash all. Okay. Let's leave that. Let's go to support. These are the ones where you combine material with other materials. So there's all, there's quad magic. There's the sneak and final attack. There's counter, cover. Oh, that's independent. There's magic counter. There's the absorbs. MP absorb, HP absorb. Good, good. MP turbo after MP absorb. Independent materia is their own thing. So this is like HP plus, MP plus, magic plus, speed plus, luck plus, XP plus, AP plus isn't a thing. There's the underwater materia, enemy lure and enemy away, chocobo lure. What else is over there? These are the purple ones that sit by themselves. Honestly, I did better than I thought I could do. So there's 2 support materia that start with A. What could those be? Oh, there's like elemental, added effect, and added cut. So we got all the support materia. Okay. I've got magic that starts with C or D. I've got magic that starts with G, H, heal, and gravity. And then I've got magic that starts with S or T, time. So I've got a C and an S. Commands, I've got like an F, G, H, I, J, K, or L. What can you do in Final Fantasy VII? Boy. Okay, think about this. Morph. Manipulate. Yeah, got all the commands. We might get this. We might actually get this. Independent materia. We're missing a bunch of these. Oh, there's HP MP swap. Yeah, that's an independent one, isn't it? Yeah, got it. I got the water breathing one. It's underwater. Is there like a strength plus? Power plus? And I'm missing 2 magics, a C and an S. And no encounter would be enemy away, which I've got. Cover and counter is a good combo. Wait. No. Counter is in support, not independent. I always make Tifa counter attack, but you can't link counter with the attack command. Is there a separate... There's a separate counter. So what does the counter support materia do? I guess counter with the attached command or summon, maybe? All right, well, we got counter. We got cover, we got counter. Oh, there's going to be long range. There's going to be preemptive. That's the one that Cloud has in his flashback. There's going to be an F or a G in independent, and there's going to be an M in independent. I got 2.5 minutes. F or G? Ugh. There's no materia that just raises your like strength. What would it be called? Oh, Gil Plus. Aha. That makes sense. There's experience and there's money. Yeah. I must have typed AP Plus, and there's not that. Magic Plus. Is there a materia that reduces the amount magic costs? MP Turbo is the opposite of that. And then I'm still missing 2 actual green materia. What could they be? What starts with S or C? I got Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. Death is on the Destruct materia. Yeah, it's on Destruct. Sephiroth throws that one at your stupid head. It's really funny. There's not an early T like a TA, is there? SC, SH, SL. Sleep? No, Sleep would be on Mystify. Silence? No, that would also be on Mystify. If it exists at all, it might not. I think we're boned. Cure is on Restore. It's one of the first words I tried. Shows how long it's been since I played Final Fantasy VII, though. Mega All. I should have got that. That's one of the best materia in the game. Shield. Wait, Barrier and Shield are 2 different materia. Contain? What is the Contain materia? Excuse me? Freeze, Break, Tornado, and Flare. I thought that was Seal. What is the Seal materia then? Contain has what I thought Seal had. Sleep, Silence. Okay. Oh, you're sealing monsters' abilities, I guess, is the idea there. That makes sense. All right. What's it recommending to me next? Weapons in GoldenEye? No, I think I'll pass on that. Let's see if we get Final Fantasy playable characters. That'll just be very easy. Can you name the characters, towns, abilities, dragons, espers from Final Fantasy VI? So it's just like the everything from Final Fantasy VI. 107 things from Final Fantasy VI. It depends. I would kind of need this to accept both sets of names, like both naming conventions. We can give this a try, though. 107 things in 15 minutes. Gao, Cyan, and who am I missing? Oh, didn't accept. Oh, did accept Celeste. Which character am I missing? Sabin, Celeste, Cyan, Gao, Setzer, Mog, Strago Realm, Gogo, Yumero. Leo? That's temporary characters. Oh, there's also ghosts. There's Moogles. Bannon is a temporary character. He's a villain. He's a villain. Other temporary characters. There's 2 more temporary characters. Towns and castles. There's Narsh, Figaro, South Figaro, Nikia, Doma. Zozo's a town, I guess. Jidor, Kolingen. There's Albrook, Miranda, Sen, Vector, Thamasa, Mobliz. 3 more towns and castles. Colosseum doesn't count. Blitzes. Okay, so Pummel, Suplex, Aurabolt, Fire Dance, Air Blade, Spiraler. No. Yeah, okay, Spiraler, Phantom Rush, or Bum Rush, or whatever we're calling it. And then which other one is there? Missing 1 Blitz. Sword Tex, Sky Dragon. I don't remember what all these are called. Quadra-Slam, Quadra-Slice. What's the first one called? It's the one you use most often. Fang. Dispatch. Okay, so there's Fang, Sky, Dragon, Tiger, Slash, whatever. Tools. Okay, so there's an auto crossbow. There's the Flash. There's the Bioblaster. There's the Noise Blaster. There's the Chainsaw. There's the Drill. There's the Air Anchor. There's the Debilitator. Fantastic. Dances. Okay, so there's the Wind Song, Snowman Jazz, Earth Blues. Oh, we got a Dirt Dragon down there. Okay, I was trying to type Earth Blues. Water Rondo, or Serenade, or whatever. There's Love Serenade. There's a forest one. I don't know what it's called. There's a desert one. I don't know what it's called. We got the water one. There's a mountain one. I don't know what it's called. I can picture the dances in my head. I don't know what they're called. 8 dragons. There's a dirt dragon, a red dragon, an ice dragon, a blue dragon, a skull dragon, a gold dragon, a white dragon, a black dragon? No. Think in terms of where these dragons are. Zozo, Opera House, Kefka's Tower has 2, Narsh has 1, Phoenix Cave has 1, Fanatic's Tower has 1. Oh, Storm Dragon is in Zozo. And then it just wants the Espers again. I would put Terra on the Espers list. All right, what character am I missing? Terra, Locke, Edgar, Sabin are the first 4. Then you split up into the scenarios. Takes Locke's scenarios, he meets Celeste. Takes Sabin's scenario, he meets Shadow. That's how I'm missing. Temporary characters. Who else is temporarily in your party at any point? Oh, Vixen Wedge. We want 3 more towns, huh? After Thamasa? Really? The Colosseum didn't count? What are we calling a town if Zozo counts as a town? Let's get these Espers out of the way. Ifrit and Shiva, Phantom, Modwin, Bismarck, Seraph, Lakshmi, or Starlet, I guess we're calling her now. Fenrir, Zone Seek, Golem, Alexander, Bahamut, Crusader. Oh, it's like a bonus Esper thing. It's adding bonus ones down there. But I don't think those ones are going to count against me. Fair enough. Okay, which other ones did we get in the middle of the game here? Bismarck, Phantom, Modwin, Unicorn. Odin, Raiden, Ragnarok. Palador, Torado. One more late game Esper. Which one does Terra give you? Terra gives you Fenrir. Palador's on the island. I'm missing one that you get out of the lab. I'm missing two that you get out of the lab. What? Carbuncle. And Ketobleepus. Missing one Esper. Main villains. Kefka, Gestal. Who else does the game consider a main villain? Kefka and Gestal are the main villains. Like, who else are you... Are we thinking of? And then it wants 3 more towns. There's a sword tech. What blitz am I missing? Fire. What do you get after Fire Dance? You get something between Fire Dance and Airblade. Spiraler is terrible. Is it Chakra? Yeah, Mantra, I guess. Sword Text, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is Sword Text 6? Cloud, Sky, Dragon, Fang, Tiger, Wolf. I don't know. I'm just typing random things. Wind Song, Forests. I know the 8 dances. I don't know what they're called is the problem here. It's too bad. I don't know what else they could be saying are towns in this game. Unless it wants Dragon's Neck Coliseum? No. Does it want an opera house? No. What are you calling a town or a castle? The ancient castle underground? Okay, we're calling... That's just there. Fine. You get Bahamut flying around the world of ruin. Oh, I typed Bahamut, I think. Yeah. Oh, Phoenix. There's a whole cave called the Phoenix Cave. All right, so we're just literally, what castles are there? There's Doma, there's Figaro, there's the ancient castle. We're calling the Fanatics Tower a castle. Great. Sure, why not? Kefka's Tower at the end. Okay, so Kefka's Tower is a castle now. Main villain. We're missing a main villain, 3 dances, and 1 sword tech. Who is the main... Kefka's the main villain. There's not really... Goddesses? The Warring Triad? No? I have no idea who you could think of as the main villain of this game. Even Gestal is kind of a stretch. Song, blues, sonata, rondo, jazz. There's a desert song, there's a forest song, there's a mountain song. Try statues? No? I 3 statues? Doomgaze? No. We don't think Doomgaze. Ultros? Oh, they said a main villain? Come on. Ultros is the comic relief. The comic relief guy is not the main village of Final Fantasy V. The main villain is Gilgamesh, you guys. Did you know? All right, I need 3 dances. What's there's a forest dance, there's a desert dance, and there's a mountain dance. Song, blues, sonata, rondo, jazz. What are some like music? Minuet, forest minuet. No, that's from Zelda. I'm in the wrong series now. Damn it. They don't even go for like alliteration. Can I just type forest? No. I have 3 minutes to think of what these dances might be called. Or what the 6th sword tech is. But I can't even bring it to mind. I might have never ever used it in the history of time. I may have never used it. Who uses cyan, honestly? Nobody uses cyan. Come on. Two minutes. Like, should I just start typing random things like desert dance? Desert steps? Like, what do we... Ah. I think we're definitely hitting diminishing returns on these quizzes. This quiz at least took both versions of the naming convention, which is nice. They didn't have to do that. And it added the bonus espers in as like extra things. They don't count towards or against my total. Is one of them a march? Forest march. Desert march. Mountain march? No. Something rock maybe for the mountain? I'm going to recognize them as soon as I see them, I'm sure. Because the forest one you actually use pretty often. You can get some good stuff out of that one. Not as good as the water rondo, but you can. I want one of these that's just everything from NES FF1. Like all the items and weapons and everything. I think it would score pretty highly on that. All right. 20 more seconds before this time's out. I thought one of them might be a march. One of them is, yeah, it's the electric slide. That's what it is. The forest electric slide. The desert aria, the forest suite, and the dusk requiem. Oh, it's not a mountain song. It's a cave song. Earth Blues is the mountain. Dusk Requiem is the cave. I had it backwards. Stunner. Nobody's ever used Stunner. Next it wants the Ocarina of Time grab bag. All right, I guess we're skipping to a different game now. People of the Triforce, 7 Sages, Spiritual Stones... Items, songs, goddesses, original console, remake, re-release. This should be fine. This should be fine. 9 minutes, 74 things. Well, the people of the Triforce are Those three. Okay, so Saria is a sage. Darunia. Rauru is the light sage. Water sage is Ruto. Shadow sage is Impa. Spirit sage is Naburu. Great. So we're going to get the Kokiri Emerald. We're going to get the... Can I just type Ruby? No. You want Goron Ruby. You want Zora Sapphire. Okay. Songs. There's Zelda's Lullaby. There is the Sun Song. Sun's Song. Oh, you want it that accurately. Okay. There's the Song of Storms. Teleportation reaches new places. I guess we should do those. There's a Minuet of Forest. Bolero of Fire. Serenade of Water. Serenade of Water. Prelude of Light. Nocturne of Shadow. Requiem of Spirits. Any one of those things could be a Castlevania game. Reaches New Places is the Scarecrow's Song. Scarecrow Song. Maybe not. Song of Time. Saria's Song. Just says Calls. What am I missing? Epona's Song. Reaches New Places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there is one more. The Rondo of Blood. Reaches New Places. Scarecrow's Song isn't counted here. There are 6 teleport songs and 6 utility songs. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've got all of them. I've got all the songs you collect in the game. So it must be... It has got to be the Scarecrow's Song. Oh, okay. It took it that time. Great. Okay, items. There's the bow. There's the slingshot. There are sticks. There are Deku sticks. There are Deku nuts. There are Deku seeds. There's arrows. There's light arrows. There's ice arrow. There's fire arrow. Weapons are Kokiri sword, Master's sword. Giant's knife is not on the lists. Fair enough. Bigoron's sword. There's a Kokiri tunic. There's a Zora tunic. There's a Goron tunic. There's a Hylian shield. There's a Deku shield. There's a mirror shield. You get 2 ocarinas. There's a hook shot and a long shot. We're still on items over here. There's a bomb bag. I guess not. Do you want a wallet? No. All right, let's just go through the dungeons. You get the slingshot, you get the bomb bag, you get the boomerang. You get the bow, you get the hammer. You get the long shot. You get the hover boots. There's also the iron boots. You get the silver glove, gauntlet, silver hand, mitten. It's not silver glove. I don't know what it's called then. There's the Goron bracelet. The 3 goddesses are Furore, Din, and Nehru. Think silver gloves. No, because he only has one. Oh, it does want gauntlets. Okay, gold gauntlets. Being pretty pick. They want the Nintendo 64, They re-released it on the GameCube. They released it on the Wii, the Wii U, and the 3DS. Fantastic. So we got weapons, defense, tools, more clothes. I guess we're not doing the trading sequence stuff. What else do you want from me? They're like upgrade quivers and things, but I don't know exactly what they would be called. What else could count as clothes? There's 3 tunics. Oh, Kokiri boots. The one that you start the game with. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 more tools that they want. Yeah, the 3 spells. Weapon, defense, and tool. All right, that's fair. That checks out, I guess. We don't care about the wallets. No, we don't care about the wallets. We got the Goron bracelet. We got a bomb bag. The scales. Silver and gold scale. I'm just running through the game in my head and seeing all the things that you get. Bottles, yes. Very good. And then there's a weapon at the end there. I didn't take the giant knife. Unfortunately. But yeah, you want like heart containers? No. Missing 2 tools and a weapon. Ha. What else is there? Like keys? Map? Horse. Do you want the fishing rod? No. I don't know what else it wants from me then. There's 2 ammo types. I think nuts and sticks also count as ammo types, but I wasn't consulted. Got 40 seconds and it'll tell me the 3 things that I missed. This one was finicky. This one wanted it typed exactly like it was typed. They didn't go in with the synonyms on this one. Fairy slingshot, fairy bow. I think I did just type slingshot and bow when it took it. Well, yeah, that's nice of you. It didn't want any of the upgrades. I tried the upgrades. I guess we'll see in 9 seconds. Let's see here. Missed 3. 96%. Magic beans, lens of truth, bomb. I should have got all 3 of those. I should have hundoed this. Yep. Should have absolutely hundoed this. Now I feel stupid. Let's go back to the search list here. We are definitely hitting... Most of these aren't even Final Fantasy ones. We are definitely hitting diminishing returns now. We did the spells. Like, this kind of stuff would just be too easy. The characters, that's just too easy. Can you pick the Final Fantasy things? What do you mean things? Are you kidding me? No, we're not doing that. That one's dumb. Jobs by picture. Final Fantasy Tactics classes. Final Fantasy V jobs. Like, can you pick the Final Fantasy 12 characters? There's only like 6 characters. The races of the Final Fantasy series. They give me clues. I think I would get all of them. Final Fantasy 10 grab bag, 7 grab bag. Can you name the Final Fantasy character by their hair? We're definitely scraping the barrel now. Oh my god. What have you done? And why? Yes, I can... Oh my god. It's just the hair. Like, I can absolutely do it. So, carrot, that's like Cloud. 2 is Vanille. 3 is, that's Laguna. 4 is Echo. 5 is Amaranth, Squall, Ash, Saz, Zell, Balthier, Bosch, Tidus. Is that Yuffie? I actually don't know this one. It could be Yuffie. It could be Yuna. Yuna. No. Yuffie. Okay, it was Yuffie. Fine. Should have gone with my gut. Oh, it just took Red and Jack. No, Aaron. All right. 100% on the Final Fantasy hair quiz. Wow. Final Fantasy or Ugandan city? Can you correctly choose if each of the following words are characters in Final Fantasy or cities in Uganda? I think I'm good. The maps were definitely the most fun. The maps were definitely the best ones. Final Fantasy VIII characters extensive? Like, how extensive are we talking here? Oh, they want me to name individual citizens of towns. That's pretty extensive. I don't think we're going to find anything as fun as the maps, unfortunately. We already did Final Fantasy spells. Can you name Final Fantasy characters' last names? Yeah, probably. Can you pick the world map from... Like, this is just an easy version of how we started. I mean, it looks kind of cool having them all next to each other. Ooh, this is a rough map of 4, though. My God. They got, like, in-game screen grabs of 1, 6, like... And before they found, like, somebody who scanned it in 1997. No thanks. What's a character map? You just want me to... Yeah, like, too easy. Can I name the Final Fantasy 14 jobs? No, probably not. Absolutely not. 0% chance I can do any of this. There's a... Thaumaturge is one of them, isn't it? And then, like, pugilists. Final Fantasy 14 is not my bag. Here's the 9 grab bag. Just a lot of stuff here. Character ability sets including trance. This might be fun. I have not played Final Fantasy 9 in a long time. So we got 15 minutes, 119 things. Each character has an attribute. The other members of Tantalus, Eidolons, main antagonists, Chocobo colors, planets. All right. I'll take a crack at your grab bag for Final Fantasy IX. Zidane Tribal. Garnet. You want Till Alexandros. Adelbert Steiner. Ico Carroll. Amaranth Coral. Or Nutier. Or Runtier. Or New Tier. Tier. TA? I don't know. Freya Crescent. It just gave me Q somewhere. The character Q. All right, character attributes. You don't need a reason to help people. Leadership. Oh, okay. I know what they're asking. Someday I'll be a queen, but I will always be myself. Independence. No. Having sworn fealty, must I spend my life in servitude. Devotion. Duty. Honor. Not sure. How do you prove that people exist? Maybe we don't exist. Sadness. Despair. It is despair. I do what I want. You have problem? Indulgence. I don't want to be alone anymore. Depression. No, solitude. The only dependable thing about the future is uncertainty. Arrogance. So I missed the three, easiest ones. I don't know Zidane's, Steiner's. Having sworn fealty, must I spend my life in servitude? You don't need a reason to help people. And how do you prove that we exist? Maybe we don't exist. Oh, despair was Freya's. To be forgotten is worse than death. All right, well, the other members of Tantalus are Blank, Cinna, Ruby, Zenero, and Gennaro, and all of their family. I guess we're only going with Zenero. Baku, Marcus, Cinna, Ruby, Zenero. Who else is there in Tantalus? Ultimate weapons. There's the ultimate weapon. There is Excalibur 2. Oh, God, I don't know most of these. Magus Rod, just taking... They don't really have ultimate weapons in this game. Dragon Whisker. Oh, it ate Dragon. Whale Whisker, maybe? Oh, it is the Whale Whisker. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to get those ones. Yeah, Zenero has a brother named Gennaro. Or is it Benero? It's Benero, then you find Gennaro, and then there's 9 more after that. All right, we'll just do these real quick. There's Odin, there's Atomos, there's Bahamut, there's Ark, there's Fenrir, there's Medine, there's Leviathan. Titan is not a phoenix. Alexander. We're missing one Eidolon. All right, main antagonists. Well, there's Kuja, Garland, Queen Brawny, Necron, Necrosis. Oh, Carbuncle. Yes. I always forget Carbuncle. Chocobo colors, yellow. Choco colors, blue. What? Chocobo's Forest? Chocobo Paradise. Chocobo Paradise. Chocobo's Air Garden. What does it want for Choco colors? There's yellow, blue, green. There's 5 of them? Famed Warriors. Well, Beatrix is one of them. Races. I guess Burmesian counts. Humans aren't a thing. Golems. Black mages. We're getting real esoteric here. Like, well, this guy counts Chocobo as a race. They're Mughals, I guess. The Quizmaster guy, does he count as a main antagonist? Choco colors, I don't even know what it's asking me. Think normal? No, yellow. Oh, it is yellow. Green. Blue. Gold. Ocean. Light blue, dark blue, red, gold. Black. No. It's a gold chocobo at the end. It's a flying gold chocobo. White? I guess they think it's a white chocobo. Fair enough. Gaia continents. There's the Mist Continent, the Outer Continent, the Lost Continent, and the Forgotten Continent. Vehicles. There's the Hildegard. 1, 2, and 3. You get the Invincible. Those are the only vehicles you get to drive outside of your Chocobo. So I guess they're also... Like, what other vehicles are they talking about? Character ability set. There's skill, sword magic, sword art, black magic, white magic, blue magic, dragon magic I've already got. Yeah, you have a boat. The boat is the Hildegard. The Hildegard 1 is a boat, and then later you upgrade it to an airship, and it's the Hildegard 3. We've counted all those already. Throw. His thing is called Flare, I think. His other one's called Elan. There's Eat, Devour. No. Cook. I don't know what all the trance abilities are called. Vivi can focus. Freya can jump. People can summon. There's double black, double white, double summon? No. The boat is used to make the Hildegard, but has a different name. You're right. It's the Blue Narcissus. There we go. The Hildegard 1 and 2 are airships that didn't fly. So what other vehicle is there? A Gargant? It didn't count it. Guardians of Terra are Lich, Marilith, Marlis. Carrie, come on, what do you want from me? Theater ship. Red Rose. Doesn't want Marilith. Doesn't want Marilis. Marlis. I don't know what it calls it. And then there's Death Guys. Gaze. Doom Guys. The Guardians of Terra. What do they call them? Is it just like Earth Elemental? There, just 4 Guardians. I've got a lot more ability sets than I thought. I'm missing... daggers and Zidane's. Zidane's skill turns into something. What's Zidane's? Oh, steel. Steel and then skill. Skill turns into something. She gets summoned in white magic. It's just called Eidolon. Okay. Carry. Yeah, I don't know. Memoria bosses. So there's the 4 elemental bosses, and then at the end you fight. I thought you. Is it Dine? I don't remember Dine at all, but okay. Eidolon I got. So the fire boss in Memoria is Carry. Carry is relocalized as Merilith in modern games, but Final Fantasy IX was like in a weird in-betweeny state with its localization, and it was like Marilis. Marils. It won't take Merilith. I'm feeling an S. Marlis. Milaris. Like, I'm in the ballpark somewhere. So what could be the other vehicle? There's a funicular you ride. No. We still need 3 character attributes for Zidane, Steiner, and Vivi. How do you prove that we exist? Maybe we don't exist. I thought that was Sorrow. It is Sorrow. I thought I typed that. You don't need a reason to help people. Prima Vista? No, it's not the Prima Vista. The big monster you ride in the tunnel is a Gargant, isn't it? You go to Gargant Rue and then Fossil Rue. Oh, Zorn and Thorn. Good call. Zorn Thorn. They counted as 2. So we got all the antagonists. Main character's last names. Vivi. It's Ornudier. It's something like this. I just don't know how to actually spell it, and they don't want to take any alternate spellings. Ultimate weapons, I would be absolutely hopeless on. I couldn't. Because you don't really do ultimate weapon, like, cutscenes. Is it with an I or Nitier? It's not. Altruism for Zidane? That's a good guess, but no. Having sworn fealty must I spend my life in service. Identity? I can picture the slide where Steiner says this thing. Having sworn fealty must I spend my life in service. It's not fealty. It's not... Was it duty? It's something like duty, like a synonym for duty. Servitude? No. It's not a cat claw. It's not a dragon claw. I tried honor. Integrity doesn't quite fit. We've only got a minute left. What else is down here? This one's kicking my butt. What's the 5th boss in Memoria? There's like a secret boss in Memoria, isn't there? Is it Hades? It is Hades. Zidane is going to be something like friendship. Zidane's is like a synonym for like assistance, like for helping people. That's what he's talking about. You don't need a reason to help people. Altruism was a good thought.
I got the rest of them. Despair, Indulgence, Solitude, and Arrogance all just came to me. I remember those ones. Who could be of this other famed warriors? Can't be Lanny, right? No. Who's the other famed warrior? 2 famed warriors. We don't know who either, or we don't know who one of them is. And I just don't know what they're asking about. Like the hippo person? There are hippo people in Final Fantasy IX. Are they a race? All right. Ornutia? I don't think that's right. Mace of Zeus, Dragon's Hair, Gastro Fork, Angel Flute, Rune Claws, Tiger Racket. Sure. Virtue, Dilemma. Okay, that makes more sense for Steimer. It's not that he is... It's because he's questioning his honor and questioning his duty. Sir Irontail Fratley? Really? He's in like one scene and they never mention him again. Cargo. So we have the cargo ship, but not any of the other 47 airships we ride in the game. Malaris is what they wanted. All right, well, the grab bag, we got 87%. That's fine. Final Fantasy 13 grab bag. I would be terrible at this because I just don't know 13 very well. I would need to play a lot more 13. Okay. What time is it? It is almost 1 o'clock. We've been at this for a couple hours now. For absolutely no reason. There's no way I could name the quickenings in Final Fantasy 12. Can I do the opera lyrics? 131 words in the opera. I bet I can do this one. I bet I've got this. 10 minutes to get through the whole opera. That'll be a good way to end for today. What do you guys think? And it's the SNES version, which is not the most recent version I've played. Here we go. Oh, my hero. Oh, I gotta scroll up a little bit. So far away now. How I long your smile. Oh, my hero, so far away now. I thought it was how I long to see you smile. Will I ever see you smile? Far away. All right, let's skip down a little bit. There's a night into day is a phrase. Turn night into day. Let's just type some... Must I forget you? I got 4 in there. Must I forget you? Our solemn promise. Okay. Oh, my hero, so far away now, will I ever see you smile? Something goes away, turns night into day. I guess I only memorize the lines they make you memorize for the game. And I've got the lyrics from... There's a GBA version and there's a Pixel Remaster version that are all different. They're all crowding in my memory. Okay. Oh, my hero, so far away now, will I ever see you smile? Light goes away. Day goes away. Love goes away. Love goes away like night into day. I thought I had dream in there. Yeah, a fading dream. Good. Only one as.
Must I forget you? Our solemn promise will... Rouse isn't... No, Rouse is a false word. That's a thing you can pick. You can pick Rouse's name. Ere I fall away. No, not fall away. Ere I turn away. No. Ere I die away. No. Ere I fade away. No. I think that would have given to us when we typed fading. Sometimes, well, I guess Draco's I don't think there's any names in the song. Forget you? No. Lose you? No. Always is the last word. I'll wait for you always. Ere I go away. Ere I melt. Ooh, there's me. Try he and his. Sometimes you put the pronouns in there, can get them to work. My life goes on. Something a fading dream. See, the more modern localizations scan better, and I think I've got more of those in my head than the original. We've got 2 4s right in a row here. What is this? 4 something 4. About never seems like a good word to try. Part, apart, no. How about yearn? I probably haven't seen this version of the song. You know what? Last time I saw this version of the song might have been like watching a speedrun at a GDQ or something. Come. Tomorrow. Fade was really good, but it wasn't in there. I've done some of these with like Disney songs too. I just have a bunch of Disney songs memorized. Heart. Me hear you. Touched my heart. So gently you touched my heart. May. Come what may. Good. Ere I turn away. It wasn't turn. It wasn't fade. It wasn't fall. Close to you? No. Far from? For? Of? We have one of in the middle. Yeah, once you get to the top of the tower, you don't have to select lyrics anymore. We must part now, my life... This is up on the tower. We must part now, my life goes on. My heart breaks. No. About still? I'm the darkness, you're the stars. You're the stars. Or you're the starlight is in the modern versions. So I'm the darkness, you're the starlight. That's the first lyric you pick. You pick "Oh My Hero," then you pick "I'm the Darkness," then you pick "Must I Forget You." Cloud. I got a lot less of this than I thought I was going to, even with help from chat. Lives, life, dies, I die away, ere I walk away. Let me hear you again. Let me hear you say, I meant as much to you. So gently you touch my heart. Will autumn take the place of spring? Good catch. Come what may, I won't waste a day. Wasn't waste a day. I won't skip a day. I won't miss a day. I won't age a day. We must part now, my life goes on, but my heart won't give you up. Love goes away like night into day. This whole section here with our love I've got is just blank. We're going to see in 4 seconds here. All right. Oh, my hero, so far away now, will I ever see you smile? Love goes away like night into day. It's just a fading dream. I'm the darkness, you're the stars. Our love is brighter than the sun. Okay, that's familiar. For eternity, for me there can be only you, my chosen one. Real awkward. You can see why they relocalized this. Must I forget you? Our solemn promise will autumn take the place of spring. What shall I do? I'm lost without you. Speak to me once more. And then the break, she dances with the ghost and she goes up to the tower. We must part now, my life goes on, but my heart won't give you up. Ere I walk away, let me hear you say, I meant as much to you. So gently you touch my heart, I will be forever yours. Okay, that makes sense. Come what may, I won't age a day, I'll wait for you always. 84% with the help of chat. I'll live with that. And with that, I'm going to step away and have something to eat. Thank you for indulging this ridiculous stream. This is all out of my system now. I won't have to look at this website for hopefully a couple more years. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace out. Sleep well.